Hi everybody, welcome back to day 2 of our Free Divine Quest Series 2.0. Last time we had to stop with our apprentice to breeder objectives because I got stuck on objective 10, reached 3 days of connection, and then I ran out of aging points so I couldn't continue with doing missions or making a cover with my stallion. However, my colt should be old enough today to make a cover, and he is. He is 2 years and 6 months. Do I want to just breed him? You know what, I'm just going to breed him to my mare, which I think my mare is, yep, my mare is ready to cover. So let's go ahead and cover her because that will give me an extra horse that I can use, that I can start working a lot of horses every day. So I can basically build up a small AP farm just until I get enough aging points. So there's my cover. I'm also going to do a mission with him because I need missions to get this objective completed. So we have number 14 completed. Objective 15 is sell 50 something at the shop. I'm not sure, that's not translating properly because, just as a reminder, I am on the French server and I'm kind of relying on Google Translate to translate this for me. I think what I can do is just turn off my translate. Why don't we do that? And then I don't think the Croton is translating properly. I have to, did it say I had to sell or did I have to buy? I can never remember. Okay, sell 50 of that at the shop. Okay, we have to sell 50 droppings. We have to sell 50 droppings. Too bad I don't have 50 droppings. Okay, so we need to keep working my horses then, and they have to produce droppings. So I'm going to groom him. I'm going to put him to bed. He can't yet do competition, so I'm going to keep trying to do training with him, rather rides, because we're not yet done with rides. Stroke. And then we're going to get his energy back up. Looks like he is too thin, so we do need to feed him a little bit extra. And I'm still getting the hang of having to feed by manually too. So that foal is taken care of. We have to groom this one. We're going to do a mission with her. I really do need to start entering her into competitions, start getting some money. Yeah, let's go ahead and tack her up. I probably should have had the objectives pulled up off the side because, as I mentioned last time, I do recommend that if you have not yet done these objectives, have them pulled up on the side. You can usually find them in different player forums, their EC forums. Just that way then you kind of have an idea of where you actually have to go with the objectives, and then you can kind of plan ahead. I don't know if it would actually be a good idea to cover her just yet, so I think I'm going to leave off on that. And let me enter into some competitions. I really don't care if she wins. I just want some money. So we're going to get some money. You know what? Let me do show jumping because that usually takes a little less energy. That's 12%. Give you a carrot. And then we can do one more competition. There we go. Okay. Get your energy back up. And we're going to feed you manually without VIP auto feed. Okay. So that's all 3 of my horses taken care of. I'm at 94% on this mission one. That's okay because I still have aging points and I can age her up. I am going to age this one up. Yeah, let's do that. Probably should have done my colt actually. That way then I could get him closer to entering into competitions with him. Oh, also, that should complete my objective. So it is completed. Let me complete that, validate it, and I have to specialize a horse. See, that would have been a good idea to hold off on this one. Let's see, how old is he? He is 2 years and 6 months. Hopefully he'll find some aging points as I age him up. So we're gonna hope. Oh, you know what I can do? Like I said, I'm all over the place with this because I've only tested these apprentice breeder objective once. Let me see if I can just switch specialties. I wonder if that will validate that objective. Will it validate? Yes, it does. So we can just switch specialty, and that definitely specializes a horse. So we have to then equip a horse with a saddle, pad, saddle, or bridle. And my colt is still too young. So you know what we're gonna do? We could waste some money by just replacing this. It seems really silly, I'm sure, but that's what we're going to do. Let's see what that does. That should be able to validate that objective, and then we have to participate in 3 competitions. I just don't want to use up all of my aging points just yet because I want to see how far I can get with my objectives today. So I don't want to use up all of my aging points. All right. And also, this is an Argentinian Criollo. Technically, he does better in cutting competitions, but with speed and dressage as top 2 skills, I'm actually going to leave this horse for classical, because then I can target train gallop, trot, and show jumping competitions. I just think that would be a little bit better. So does that validate objective 18? It does. And then number 19 is to modify your presentation. So what we're going to do, I don't actually have a profile, like an actual profile set up. We're just going to go into edit mode, then we're just going to save it, and then that validates that objective. We're now on to objective 20, which is to bid on a horse in the auctions. Thankfully, we don't actually have to win an auction. So we're just going to place a bid. I only have 5,000. I really hope somebody outbids me. Otherwise, we're going to lose a bunch of money because I don't really want to actually buy a horse just yet. So we're going to validate that one. And then we have to breed a mare. This is precisely why I did not yet accept the cover on this. But I don't think she has enough energy. And I can never remember how much energy it actually takes to accept a cover. So I don't care about blup in this case. I just want to get a few extra cheap horses that I can use to work every day. That'll be more horses I can do missions with, more horses I can enter competitions with, and more horses I'm working every day to get aging points. So that validates that objective. And then I actually have to have that horse give birth. And also, do I have enough droppings that I can sell? I need to sell 50 and I only have 38. I don't know that we're going to get that one done today. So what I'm going to work on then is just aging my mare up. And I'm going to catch this bridle. Yes, I'm going to keep the bridle for now. I might sell it later. That'll give me just a little bit of money. And yes, I really hope in the meantime that somebody outbids me on that horse. Please, somebody outbid me on that horse. I don't want to lose up all that money. So I did actually forget though. Jumping doesn't take much energy, but you don't get much in the way of a prize pool. The purse is very, very small. Or the kitty, as Horse calls it. Dressage would probably be a better bet because that actually usually has a pretty big kitty size. So 12 fodder and 7 oats. I wonder if we'll be able to have her give birth. So it does look like dressage would be a better choice because the jackpot for that is 185 equus. Or it was, now I'm down to 182. Just depends on what competitions are available. And it really doesn't take much more energy than show jumping does. It only takes like 1% more energy, so dressage is definitely the better bet on this case. Let's feed you. We have 3 aging points left. And I do want to go through and make sure that my other 2 horses are worked and put to bed. That way I know that they're aging up every day. I don't know if we're going to have enough aging points to actually have her give birth though. We're almost there. We're getting closer. I'm going to give you a carrot and then we can enter you into a competition. Yeah, that one's fine. I don't mind too much. I do hope that these competitions run fairly quickly. I don't want to have them sit for days and not actually get any equus from them because I won't get equus unless they run. Okay, how many more days until she gives birth? She's at 10 months, so we're almost there. I think I'm down. Yep, I'm down to my last aging point as well. There we go. One more aging point and we're out. But guess what? We can actually go get the vet. So that completes that objective too. So I did get a filly, which is nice because, whoops, that means that's another mare I can actually breed. So that's good. So let me put my foal to bed and we can go back and validate that objective. And then Emma is back to tell me, well done, you now have access to create an affix. You can add one to the name of all the horses that you breed. First of all, you have to create your affix. So this actually continues the tutorial. I have to go to the office. And then she's going to show me how to create an affix, which I'm not really sure. We're just going to call it Legacy Acres. That works. If I can type today. Okay, so we got that done. Very pretty. Let's go see your colt horse to give birth to him. Did I read that properly? I don't know if I read that properly. Colt. Oh, okay, we have to give the affix to him. That works. So modify the profile and then Legacy Acres. And it'll validate. Yes, it validated. And we do get 10 aging points for that. That's a lovely prize. Where am I at with the objectives now? I think we're actually going to leave off there. I'm already stuck with my new objective. Objective 23 is to reach 7 days of connection. And do I even have 50 droppings yet? I do, but I think we're just going to end it there today. And then the next day, we'll come back, we'll sell 50 droppings, and then we should have access to objective number 16. However, before we leave off, let me make sure my horses are all put to bed. And I've done competitions with the one horse I can do competitions with, which is Rare Pearl. Maybe I should actually give my horses actual names. What happened to... So for some reason, the formatting for the display, the drop downs, they changed. I like the old interface. Give me back the old interface. Yeah, I have to go back and change that. So all of my horses are taken care of. I really don't like taking proper care of my stallion, apparently. So we're going to leave it there for today. Probably a good thing because this was a bit of a disaster. I seem to have forgotten everything I know about playing, but I don't know. Maybe it adds more to the authenticity of playing as a new player on a new account. I don't know. Anyways, when we come back next time, we're going to be able to quickly validate Objective 15 once we sell 50 droppings to the store, and then we'll be able to continue on with the apprentice breeder objectives. And based on my rate of progress, it does look like we'll be spending the next few episodes tackling these objectives. I just don't want these videos to get too long by cramming a bunch of objectives into one video, and I also don't want to bungle it up too much by rushing through them either. So thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye!